in Sri Lanka, there will be an inquiry for me. But it's my position which didn't allow me to play the role that I'm playing here. But also the pitches. Yeah, I'm very much keen to go into IPL. So I staying, in that mental space is more important than trying to get into different teams, and it won't help anyone.
Dasun, my first question to Dushmanta was about the win. Like, you had a pretty whirlwind 20 days going to Sri Lanka, playing there, coming back here, and now playing a couple of match winnings now. How does it feel, the title with the Dubai Capitals? Because you have been with the team now for now 2, 3 seasons.
Towards the team and towards the victory. Actually, I had a bad season, and recently I was not in good form. So what I did was, before coming here, I made sure that I go through correct practice methods, and of course correct strength training, and also coming to the squad, coming to Dubai Capitals team. Especially two strengthening and conditioning coaches helped me throughout the tournament. So and I was training hard there, and yeah, I think that's the reason behind that. That I got succeeded this tournament, and also the management, kept the calm in the dressing room. So that's what is important, and the plans were clear, and the clarity was given. So yeah, that's it.
Doesn't just I wanted to know that obviously that making a century in the first class game and then winning the match for the Dubai Capitals on the same day, that the whole story went viral. So how do you prepare yourself for like how does a mental switch require? Does it require a mental switch playing a red ball game on the same day and then playing in the middle order in a finishing role in a T20? Like how do you prepare yourself
See,
for
before
doing both
going to
the
Sri
roles?
Lanka, yeah. So before going to Sri Lanka, I had to prepare mentally, because at the same time it is my club. So I played for many years. So they are about to get demoted. So they
Oh.
desperately wanted me to come, and also Delhi, our side, desperately wanted me to perform and win that game, because it's a game that if we lose, there might be a possibility that we might not qualify to the playoffs. So I
Yeah.
had to make sure that I do the both jobs, in my best way. So yeah, so I had a chat with the management, especially Bala and Venu sir. So they gave me permission, but only for a couple of days. So I got the chance to bet at the after tea on the second day. So they were trying to get me down on that day, but unfortunately, I was on the crease. So it's a situation. Somehow I managed to score a century next day morning, because if I didn't make the runs, so we might end up losing the game, which we didn't actually. So yeah, so I had recovering all 3 days with ice bath and taking physio treatment. So, and I was mentally prepared to deliver once I land back to here. So straight from the airport, I had to go to the match and warm up in the dressing room, and manage to deliver something good for the team. So really happy. One day performing in two different countries and two different formats. Very special for me and also for the team.
I think this story sounds like straight out of a film script or something.
Yeah, see,
uh,
but I'm very much fortunate in Sri Lanka. There will be an inquiry for me, but where it should be not done in my terms, and in terms of Dubai Capitals, because uh, I got a role here. I'm assigned to for the whole tournament, but it's the thing that came from my heart, because I need to uh, give that gratitude towards my club, actually, because
yeah.
it's because of my club I went on to play Sri Lanka, because otherwise no one will be able to see a Dasun Shanaka. So that's why I went. But the other problems came around. But we'll see how it goes.
And yeah, you talked about playing for Sri Lanka. Dasun, you have had a very seesaw journey in terms of playing for Sri Lanka, then getting to lead the team in a World Cup. Uh, Now, when you play in leagues around the world, is there like every time in your mind that you have to make a comeback, so you want to play better? Like, how does that work when you are out of the national side?
So what happened was I was never short of the talent, but it's my position which didn't allow me to play the role that I'm playing here, but also the pitches. So sometime back you saw that how India struggled. See,
Yeah.
the stars full of uh, Indian team struggle there. So someone like us, we find it hard as well. In good tracks, it's easy to perform, but at the same time, fighting with conditions. Not a these days we can see that only in Test cricket, but not in ODI in T20. Hardly, uh, apart from Bangladesh and Sri Lanka, every other country plays in good track. So it's very tough to maintain that strike rate and from first ball to go and hit. So that's the issue I face most of the time in my career. But
Mm.
captaining Sri Lanka, going in that middle order. So too much stress I had to handle. At the same time, need to win the games. Pressure from the crowd comes to me as well. But somehow I went through all those stuff. So now it's like easier thing for me to do in the franchise cricket because I only have to concentrate on my batting and fielding, bowling. That's it. Apart from that, I don't care what's happening outside. So I'm only worried about myself. Apart from that, it's not a matter to me.
And so you talked about conditions and like difficult in sort of preparing for the middle role. So coming to ILT20, then how did you prepare for the role? Because talking to middle order players in India here also, the who play in finishing role, they've always mentioned that it is a difficult role, but you prepare to fail because not always you'll get the success because you have to start hitting from the first ball. So, how do you prepare for such a role when you are all sort of struggling?
So it's a good practice for me, and the repetitions I do. When I do, the correct practice, it started happening to my side. The trainings I did at the gym, plus the practice I did at the nets helped me to do that in the ground. So yeah, nothing rocket science here. So it's about the correct way of practicing.
Okay. And so just a couple of more questions. And you have had an IPL experience with Gujarat Titans and now playing with the Dubai Capitals. You have the likes of Warner, Sam Billings, and Sikandar Raza in the change room. Then with there you had Hardik Pandya and Ashish Nehra. Like, how do you sort of what were the conversations like in India there and here? What you have learned from experienced players like them?
See,
So let's
uh,
talk about the Dubai Capitals first.
different players play different roles. Actually, sometimes what we do is uh, you know, uh, we trying to imitate them, but it's not the way. It totally to be myself on the field. So that's what I learned. So uh, until a certain age, I wanted to do what others do, but when you find that correct way of which works for you is the best way. Yes, the experiences are massive. You know what they bring into the table, especially Sikander, David Bonner, Sam Billings, and Roman Pavel. See, the names
Yeah.
are they almost all are national captains. So,
Yeah.
it's about the business. Totally about the business. What you do on the field. So, it's come to the individuals anyway once we play a game. So if you do well individually, it affects the team. So this time I think that was the plan. Each and everyone wanted to contribute towards a victory, and Gulbadin Naik not to forget. you know.
Yeah.
So everyone. If I say names, I need to mention each and everyone's name. So
Yeah.
it's about the gaining experience. What they used to learn over the years. Same with GT. I enjoyed a lot with Ashish Nera. Uh, he got a lot of information with him, and also Hardik. Yeah, I'm still growing.
And obviously, you didn't play many games in the IPL, but do you think this form you have gained now maybe may put back you into the reckoning for IPL, or uh, have you become less worried about those kind of stuff, that will I be selected or not, even for Sri Lanka or in the IPL, or in other leagues?
Yeah, I'm very much keen to go into IPL. Especially Delhi, small ground. My it's still end in this stand. So yeah, because would like to continue with the same franchise, but we'll see. Yeah, anyway, I'm happy to uh, come to an IPL and play, but at the same time, I can't be too much worried about that I'm getting selected for any of the teams or not. So I staying, in that mental space is more important than trying to get into different teams, and it won't help anyone because I need to continue what I'm doing. It's about the outcome that you get end of the day. So if you worry about outcomes, you will lose that process.
And just the final question. I think in the last week you have played Desert Vipers for 3 times. Like when you are playing one opposition for these many games in a span of like 7 days or 10 days, like how do you assess the opposition, or does it become easier to face them, or does it become difficult? How does that work?
Uh, I I think it's neutral for me because they are coming with a plan every time when they appear on the ground. So we need to play accordingly. So we need to analyze as well. So it's about totally about analyzing the game. So these days, what I do is I'm not thinking about the opposition rather than worrying about my skill sets, so which I can bring into the table while playing a game. So that's it. But at the same time, playing opposition continuously gives you pressure because every time they also come to win. But at the same time, we need to make sure that we are uh, on the top at the end.
Thank you. Thanks a lot for your time, and
Yes.
hopefully you get an IPL contact very soon in the
Hopefully,
future.
we'll see.
And we enjoyed your
Drop me a
batting
text if
in
I
this
get
series.
selected.
Yes, that's a shot.
क्रिकेट की हर बड़ी खबर,
Lovely shot.
हर बड़े अपडेट और लाइव डिस्कशन के लिए जुड़िए मेरे साथ सिर्फ इंडिया टीवी क्रिकेट यूट्यूब चैनल पर।